When Sean was writing the movie a while back, he interviewed real parents, real foster parents and adoptive parents. And so my husband and I were interviewed, and our daughter, Jackie, is a teenage character similar to the one in the film. So he interviewed, our daughter was one of the kids that he interviewed. And then we stayed in contact. And then there's actually a real support group very similar to the one in the movie, and so he came and observed our support group, which is a real thing, and I'm a real mom in the real support group. And so then he called me and offered me a part. People become foster parents for a lot of different reasons. So sometimes it's because they can't have their own kids. Sometimes it's a choice they make. No matter how you get into it, you have to go into it knowing it's not going to be the same experience. It's a different experience. So you can't expect it to be the same as when you give birth to a child. And having done it both ways, the love is as strong, but it's different. It's a different experience. So you run into issues that you might not have instincts that tell you what to do. So situations involving their birth family, this child that you feel like you're their mother, but they have another mother. It is a very different experience than doing motherhood the other way. But just as rewarding, and I feel like raising Jackie is probably both the hardest thing we've ever done, my husband and I, but also the most rewarding. When I see her now, and I feel just as strong a love for her as I do for the other kids. It's like it's real, I'm her mom, but it was definitely a different road. When you get to that point where you're signing the adoption papers and the judge is awarding you that full custody that can never be undone, then you kind of like take a deep breath and go, okay, we did it. We're at this point, nothing will ever undo this. And then you can even open your heart more, if that makes sense. The movie is very real. So everything from the moments where they're laughing, where you think, it's a comedy, right? But that stuff really happens. So every part of the script is very authentic. And because Sean is an adoptive dad himself, he's lived this. So I feel like a movie like this could be made and it could really feel phony. But in this movie, it's so real. And he has taken the time to not only integrate his own story, but talk to other families and just keep adding to it when, moments come up in the script and it's like, okay, is that really the way it would be? And I feel like this movie could really open people up because there has not been another popular movie about foster care. Foster care is dark. Nobody wants to talk about foster care. And this movie does it in such a way that has some sad moments. When I first read the script, I cried, I laughed, I didn't know how to feel. And that's what people should feel when they watch it. They should feel that like, maybe I could do it too. I think Mark and Rose do a great job of there's like an evolution that happens throughout the movie where they get to a point where they really are in love with those children. And it's kind of special to see that. Social workers in general are good people, and they want these children to have forever homes. So I feel like Octavia and Tig play that great. Anybody can be a foster parent. There's no type, and I think in the movie it's so funny how they've cast all these different variety of people because anybody. So people think that they can't do it. You can do it. Anybody can do it, right? You just have to have a bedroom and an open heart and be ready to take on what they give you. It's really just another type of parenting, and it's really awesome. And so hopefully if there's one person out there watching that, calls the phone number and inquires about foster care, I mean, think about what this movie could do. Every child deserves a home where they're loved. And so, we know that's not the case in this country right now, that we need more foster parents. We need more parents to step up and take sibling sets and take older kids. And I hope that maybe this gives hope to some of those kids that everyone's going to see this. This is going to be a popular movie, and everyone's going to be talking about, adopting from foster care and what that could do. And then, those kids watching it are maybe thinking, hey, maybe someone will see this movie and want me.